Hey, welcome to the Patrice Brantley Show, where helping others is the name of the game and we push purpose, positivity, and personal growth. Today we have the pleasure of chatting with Miss Akasha from Teachers Lounge. Y'all, let me tell you, y'all are in for a treat. She is coming in to share with us how she is still supporting educators after she is taking this time off to take care of family. Now, I need you to make sure that you are following me on all socials. I need you to follow me on YouTube at 3S Movement. I need you to follow me on IG at Patrice Brantley Now. And I need you to follow me on YouTube again at Patrice Brantley Now. All right, you know what? I'm excited about this because she told me about a recipe on the behind the scenes. I hope y'all caught that, right? Catch the behind the scenes on IG. Make sure you catch them on YouTube as well. She told me about this amazing croissant. I can't go no further than that, y'all. But I need to welcome her in because I mean, when I tell you I am super duper excited about how she is still helping teachers in this process, you all go ahead, put your hands together, give us some love, give us some love. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
So I love to ask everybody this question. What's your story?
My story behind Teacher's Lounge, it came one morning that I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning after my newborn was tirelessly crying that he was hungry. I started creating this logo. I had to leave teaching. I've been teaching for over 13 years, and I had to leave that because I did have some complications throughout my pregnancy. I had preeclampsia throughout my pregnancy, so they said we have to deliver the baby sooner. But while the baby was in my belly, we found out that he had a heart condition called transposition of the great arteries, which is the main arteries alternated. And at that moment, we knew that I wasn't going to be able to go back to work for a really long time because he needed to have surgery. So when he was born, um, this idea came to mind, and the same to just stay connected with the teachers because I do love being a teacher. And I said, I have to stay connected to my loved ones one way or another. And I understand the behind the scenes of a teacher. And I said, I have to cater to them. There has to be something out there that caters to our teachers, not only third party delivery companies. So I started searching and I didn't see anything. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this could be the thing. So we came up with the Teacher's Lounge, and my son just came out of surgery not, yesterday. And I am here being able to have some time with him while I am still doing what I love and catering to my beautiful colleagues.
I love how you talked about finding something that caters to the teachers. For me, my business, my business, the 3S movement, caters to teachers in the area of mental wellness, doing workshops and things of this nature, and helping them to take care of themselves personally in the mental space. Not just saying, fling, here's an EAP card, right? We do a whole lot more. And I love how
Awesome.
you talked about finding a place that just caters to them. So many people just say, oh, well, you go here, you go there, but it's something different when you go to a place that is specifically for you, that they understand you. And I just love that. And I'm gonna be honest, on top of it, I'm super duper happy to hear that this little young king is home now and that you get to
Yes.
have him all to yourself. So congratulations on bringing your little loved one home.
Thank
And this
you.
is
Thank you.
just honestly a blessing in the process. I would love to know, now that you've had this idea, kind of give me an idea with this particular part. Had you ever thought about being a business owner before this?
So yes, I was a business owner for a mobile spa party business.
Oh wow. Okay. So
um
listen, she's doing mobile spas, y'all. Come on, jump in here.
yes,
Wow, I
but it
love this.
the beauty industry takes a lot of time, especially on the weekends. And through this journey, I realized I am not able to cater in that industry like I used to. So I said, okay, this is time to close the doors. It was very sad. It was a sad day, but no adventures awaited.
I love how you look at this and you go, you know what, it was a sad day, but a new adventure awaits. Many times when people think about closing doors on a business, they get highly depressed and it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? All of this.
Mhm.
But I love your outlook where you said something new was coming. I'm loving
Yes.
that. I love as you talk about this even the more being there to know what it looks like as a business owner. So I gotta ask, what was your moment of just this is it? I got it. I found my sweet spot. And then what was that moment of, uh-oh, this is not what I thought this was gonna be?
So that moment was when I started searching everywhere to see who was doing the same thing, and no one, I didn't see anything around Google at least. So I was like,
Okay,
oh my gosh, I got something. And
that's
then my
awesome.
oh was when I started actually going to the schools to speak about the business and them say, oh, especially the public school system, you have to go here and you have to go there and you need this and you need that. And I'm like, oh, but we're gonna do it.
I love that you bring that up because I think a lot of people think that there's no one trying to get in to help these teachers and no one's trying to actually do for them. But they don't realize there's a lot of red tape to
Yes.
get in that building just to let teachers know we care about you, we see you, we want to do for you.
Yes.
So how I know we're going to do the paperwork, but how are you connecting to that audience now? Like, are you doing farmers markets? Or what are you doing differently?
So right now I am obviously on social media, but I'm just going old school, door to door.
Love it. Oh,
So
okay.
I have, I no, right now I only do Osceola County. So right now I
Okay.
have gone to 32 schools, and that's including private and charter. And there's plenty of more to go.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know what I love about it because you just brought something to my mind that made me think about this, and I think so many times people are so just focused on if I do it online, 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 but the old school marketing works. And now that I'm hearing you say this, I'm like, you know what? Yeah,
Yes.
I can't carry the couch, the proverbial couch with me, right? But
Right.
to know that, hey, you know what? Something can change. It doesn't have to look the same way as before, and that you can do something in a way that it really gives you an opportunity to be that standout to say, I care about these teachers so much. I'm not just gonna sit behind that screen. I'm gonna be in your face. I'm gonna be that one that's saying, how good morning would you like? And I think that's awesome. I think because people have gotten so accustomed to just do it online and don't realize that human touch of being able to say,
Yes.
hey, I was thinking about you or I want to do this for your staff. It leaves a little bit more of an element of uplift, as I call it, elevation to it. Not uplift, it is elevation.
Mm.
So I would love to know, tell me about life in the classroom for you, because I love that you're just so bubbly and upbeat. And every person or every other teacher that I talk to, I find very few that are still like, there's light. I could do this. So I love to find out, what did you do while you were in the classroom? How did you keep your stress level down? What did you do?
I had fun. It's easier said than done, but I
Okay.
had fun. I was with first graders. When I started teaching, I was third, fourth, and fifth all combined, and then I moved to first grade. And there's a lot of stress when it comes to first grade because you have to be very repetitive. But I just decided
Mhm.
to have fun with it because if you do not have fun with it, you will be stressed out. And I just started to take my lesson plans, obviously preparing the night before, but I just started to implement certain things that will be very hands on in the classroom
Mm.
while still keeping the discipline and still keeping that structure within the classroom and having them learn, because there's different types of learning inside the classroom, so you have to find your way around it. And for me, as someone that learns visually, I just attach that to the teaching, and that's just how I did it.
I love that you kind of talked about having fun with it. There was a young man I interviewed a while ago that talked about the art of play and how we as adults forget the fun of just playing and being a kid again, right? And I love how you took that moment and actually put it into a classroom because with all of the stuff, and I will say this, I'm shouting out every teacher that's still in there. I know I've done my close to 20 years. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for still being in the trenches. And I think with that, I think so many people don't realize there's so much pressure that where when I did this, I could be a little bit more fun. So kind of give us a little step, a taste of what you did. Like I know you said you have to be very repetitive with first grade. I taught first grade, so I know about the repetitiveness. So what
Yes.
did you do to make it fun for you?
Well, for reading, I did a lot of songs. So instead of just sitting down, reading the book, oh, pay attention, follow with your finger, I just did it more like a song. So I will go around the classroom with the kids, and each of them will have to read, but they have to sing it out.
Oh, I
So they
like
will
that.
keep them entertained. When it came to math, we did a lot of flashcards. So we did
Okay.
like a around the world type of thing, and it was like a competition. So they went together. We put a flashcard, whoever answered first, and then they will keep going. So different things like that. They will still be learning, but at the same time, they say, "Oh, this is fun," and then you do it so much that it stays in their head. It stays in their head.
I love how you talked about making it a competition, making it something fun, like, singing along with it, because we know kids know every song out here, right? They know all the
Yeah.
lyrics, but taking what they enjoy and bringing it into that classroom, I think is a really beautiful thing. So I love that piece. Now, I got to ask, because, elections and all this is going on, I'm not going to get political, but I'm going to ask for you, seeing at this point, are there some things that make you a little concerned for colleagues that you've left behind? That you're kind of like, ooh, this is going to be a little sticky, or this is going to be a little interesting. Did you see any things that kind of was a concern for you after you heard results?
Um, I want going to tell you the truth. I haven't followed politics in the educational system as I should.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't be able to give you a full on answer on that. What I am concerned from what I have heard, because my aunt, she's also a teacher and she does pre-K, early steps.
Okay.
So she's very concerned with, are we gonna have early steps anymore? I have
Mm.
also heard with special education teachers how they're concerned as well. So I am concerned because I have a special ed a son, my 9 year old, and I'm still looking at the what ifs. What's gonna happen,
Mm.
how everything is gonna move forward. But at the same time, I trust God and I trust in what I instill in my home. And I know
Mm.
that with that in hand, I'm not going to worry.
I
That's one
love that
piece.
because even though you hadn't kept your finger on the pulse, you still have these people around you. You didn't turn a deaf ear and you went, okay, this can affect my house. Or this is how this shapes up. And I think sometimes people just feel like because you're not in that room that you're completely disconnected. And that's not the case, right? You're still saying, okay, let's see how I can help. What can I do? So
Mhm.
I really love that piece. That excellent. So I gotta know. I gotta know. Because now you've had the beauty business. Now where is this the bakery business? Are you into all the bees? What's happening? I love you went from the beauty business to the bakery business to now being in a space where you can cater. I want you to take me back to that first day in the baking business.
Oh my goodness. When I said it to my husband, I said, "This is my idea. This is what I want to do, and it's going to be great. What do you think?" Like, another one.
Well, what I'm learning in your story throughout is that you are very big on I'm willing to try it.
Taking risk.
And yep, that's exactly what came to my mind. She's a risk taker, but I think it's a beautiful thing because you won't be that little old lady in the nursing home, or you won't be the little old lady in old age saying, I wish I would have tried that. I wish I would have
Mhm.
followed my dream. You
Yeah.
already are in that space where you're saying, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try this. So
Yes.
love that piece.
Thank
Now,
you.
let me ask, since you're stepping out and taking these risks, has there been a recipe that you thought about? Oh, This sounded so much better in theory, but not really when I put it together.
Yes, there is one. And it's, even though a lot of people enjoyed it, I still think I should have done a couple of more tweaks. And it was
Okay.
my pumpkin chai chia pudding.
Okay. I never thought of that one.
So I tried to keep it healthy because one of the things about the menu is I want to have my cheat sheets, but it's mainly focused on health because I believe that if we put a lot of junk food in our system, we're going to crash in the middle of our day, and our teachers cannot be crashing in the middle of the day when our kids are after lunch in their peak.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So I try to keep it healthy, but at the same time tasting well. And I still was figuring out the balance of the sweetness without putting too much sugar or any artificial sweeteners, and just complementing that pumpkin spice flavor. So that was very challenging, but we did
Mhm. Okay.
it.
Pumpkin spice chai.
Chia pudding.
Chia pudding.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? That sounds like a new one. You got me. I might have to try a little pumpkin in my life. I've never tried any pumpkin in my life. You might just be the person to do it. I love how with this business you've had a chance to go out and do some old school marketing for it. Kind of give the listeners a little bit more of what else do you do? Because I know I talked about the bakery part, but I want you to now share the other parts that you do with this.
Yes, so now I also have a boutique, so they can go online on our live. We do it once a week, normally
Okay.
on Tuesdays, and they can shop for teacher earrings. Right now, I'm going to be bringing little vests and shirts like this for the teachers to dress up, little teacher gadgets for inside of the classroom. But we're also opening a subscription package for the teachers, so they pay a low monthly fee, they get a free item. They get 15% off of all of their purchases. They get 15% off out of future events. And we just have a little WhatsApp group. I call the VIP group. And there I post motivational messages during the morning. They're the ones that know firsthand if I have anything left over, how much do I have. They get to order first before I post it out into the public. And I am looking to partner up with individuals like yourself to just put some um, events for them for their mental health because they need it.
Well, I definitely will be open to that. Yes, the 3S movement officially accepts across the table here. I think that would be a great thing because I love how I've always been a fan of you can always enjoy and take care of your mental health as well. And I feel like this is a good way, my personal view, it's a great way to have some chocolate because I always say eat the cake. Let's eat some cake and take care of our mental health as well. So I
Yeah.
think that's an amazing thing. If you were giving a tip to a new business owner in the area of beauty, what would that tip be?
Build your clientele first. I'm seeing a lot of business owners coming up that are just opening locations, opening studios without having a clientele. And in the beauty industry, you have to have a clientele to stay afloat. I've seen a lot of colleagues just close down their doors because they're not building their clienteles first. Is very, very important, and always staying up to trend. The beauty industry is like the medical field. It's
Mm,
always changing. And you have to be on top of that because if not, they'll come to you and say, "Oh, do you know how to do this?" And I'm like, what is that? You cannot say what is that. You have to know to make the money.
that's a good way of looking at it. That is
Yes.
an excellent way of looking at it. For you yourself, now you've talked about your baby and how this particular venture connected with the birth of your physical baby. Um, is this something for you that you see passing down?
Yes. It's something that I will definitely want for it to be passed down, because I strongly believe our educators need this and more. I think a lot of individuals disregard the amount of pressure, like you said earlier, that they go through,
Yes.
and they don't take they don't show value enough to our teachers. and even our administrators that go through a lot as well. Even though they're not in the classroom, they have a lot to deal with, especially the front
Yeah.
desk, dealing with parents and everything. I think everybody that works in the school, every single faculty and staff needs to be appreciated in one way or another, because it takes a toll. We love it, but it takes a toll on us dealing with not only the children in the classroom, but parents as well.
I couldn't have said it better. I mean, you've given me such a excellent viewpoint of the business, the side of education. I want to know your final thought. Before I get to my final thought, because I want to give you a chance to give your final thought, how can people connect with you? Because I want them to come and taste some of these goodies that you've been telling me all about. How can they
Yeah.
connect with you? Where can they find you? Give me all the deets. I need to know.
So they can find me in Instagram or Facebook, Teachers Lounge Mobile. In Facebook, you will find the Teachers Lounge Mobile Boutique and Cafe. Or you can give us a call or a text in 321-697-8125.
Listen, guys, she has made me get really hungry. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and go find me something to munch on, for this moment. But it has been an absolute blast speaking with you. I love this initiative. I look forward to us working
Yeah.
together and doing some amazing things together
Mm.
for these educators that many people don't realize these are people who have selflessly taken on the time and the task of really building up the next generation. And if
Yes.
we don't take care of them in fault, you don't even take care of your own. So the
Yes.
goal is to not just say, oh, I'm doing for the teachers, but to say, you know what, by me taking care of them, I'm taking care of not just this teacher for now, but my future.
Yes.
Well, on that note, I'm going to say thank you all for tuning in to the Patrice Brantley Show, where helping is the name of the game, and we push purpose, positivity, and personal growth. I can't wait for the next one. Listen, if you are saying you want to be a guest and you want to come and share your opinion on the Patrice Brantley Show, come on. I need you to email me at Patrice, B as in boy, at proton.me. Looking forward to the next adventure, looking forward to the next great interview, and I'm looking forward to seeing and connecting with you.